What's going on, guys? It's your boy NTG back again with another video. In today's video, we're going to be going over the US30 analysis that I sent out to my members. It was a very excellent trade that I executed. I just wanted to do a full breakdown of it, talk about US30 a little bit. I know I got a lot of index traders that follow me on my channel, so I thought this would be a great video for you guys. And guys, you guys can use, this type of price action across the board. You can use it for Forex. You can use it for metals, index, even crypto. I've been doing it with crypto and it's been very successful. I don't know if you guys seen my latest flip from that $500 to 5,000 on XRP, but that's just solely price action. You can use this against across the whole board. So this is going to be very knowledgeable. So make sure you guys have your notebooks out. Make sure you're taking a lot of notes, and we're just going to go through this full breakdown. All right, guys. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you guys can see more content like this. And make sure you guys have post notification on, guys. Okay. A lot of you guys don't have post notifications on. You're not getting notified when I post my video or when I go live, because I will be doing a lot of surprise lives on my channel. So if you don't have notification on, you're going to miss out on that opportunity to join my live stream on the channel. All right, guys. So you guys already know how we like to do it. We're going to roll the intro and get straight into it. Let's get it. All right, guys. So here we are in US30. Now, this is normally how I do my breakdowns, when I wake up in the morning before I send out my analysis to the members. I was just looking at, market structure, higher highs, higher lows. But in this case, we already knew that US30 was consolidating. So there was not any true direction as far as the 1 hour, but as far as the daily and the 4 hour, we are definitely in an uptrend. So this is why I wanted to tell everybody, if we're looking for a sell, which we were looking for, we wanted to be in and out of the market. So I went ahead and I just looking at my zones here. So we had created a nice higher high right on US30 here. Now, if you guys are not familiar with market structure, all right, the market creates higher highs and higher lows. Same with a downtrend, creating lower lows and lower highs, right? So we're creating structure this way in an uptrend. And these higher highs that we mark up here, these higher highs can act as resistance at a certain point in the market. So when we're creating those higher highs, this is exactly why I always mark it up as resistance, because what usually happens is there's a break of the higher high, a resistance, there's a retest, and then a continuation to the upside. So this is why ideally I like to mark these up. And same with the lower lows and the lower highs in the downtrend. I like to mark up support at these areas and resistance as well. So once we're creating these higher highs and higher lows, I can tell where the market is going in that direction. So as soon as we continue to make these higher highs, there's a point where the market will show strong resistance at another higher high, and then it will start to consolidate. So what happens is it starts ranging between the high low and the high high. Now we're still in an uptrend. Consider the laws of how market structure is formed. Now we won't consider this a downtrend until we get a break, right? Until we get a break of that high low, all right? And then what's going to happen is the market is going to retest that high low, create structure, right? So you can pull out like fibs, Fibonacci. You can get a nice retracement in that golden zone that you can look for entries for a reversal. So this is how ideally you can do some reversal trading there. So if you guys would like to see a video on that, reversal trading using a fib retracement, comment below and let me know, and I can definitely do something with that. So we had that. So what happens is when we break that high low structure here, we hit here we get a retest of that 50%, and then we break structure. Now we're considering in a downtrend, all right? That's exactly what happens. And then we start to create structure again, and then now we are officially in a nice downtrend. You can see these patterns a lot in market structure. You see this a lot in head and shoulder patterns. You see this a lot where head and shoulders creates highs, it breaks the highs and creates lows. So this is a very ideal situation here, and this is pretty much, you know, just a basic summary of how the market structure works and how you can look for opportunities between these high highs and high lows. All right, so this is what we were looking for here. So I went ahead and did a quick explanation of that, why I mark up these zones here. So the next thing I wanted to do, what I saw on the 1 hour, was I saw this nice the support here. So I went ahead and took out my trend lines, and I marked up this nice support here. So we had a nice breaker structure, right? But this was before, you know, we had a nice entry here. So what I decided was, okay, so we had a nice break of this trend line. What I like to normally do is when we miss those breakouts, right, I like to wait for that retest on the fibs. So before we go to that, I needed to know exactly where I wanted to put my TP. So I'm looking left, and I see another higher high resistance here. So I was like, you know what, let me mark up that higher high resistance here, right back at this zone right here. And so this was an ideal area for me where I wanted to take TP at, right in this area here. So I just went ahead and marked it up. So I wanted to get like a nice quick scalp, nothing too crazy, just a nice quick scalp out of gold, because I'm not a gold. See, I'm so used to trading gold, I always just say gold, but for US30. So I wanted to get a nice quick scalp because I understood that that US30 is ranging, and we're probably not going to get a nice break and then a continuation down. Now ideally that would have been nice, you know, we could have went all the way down to these last levels here, but you got to understand that the overall direction, okay, even though we're ranging on the lower time frames, the overall direction is an uptrend. So you definitely don't want to go against that trend there. So you guys have to understand that some of you guys get into losing trades because you're staying to the lower time frames. You're on the 1 hour, the 15 minute, 30 minute, and you don't understand that on the daily, on the 4 hour, we're in a bigger trend. So you have to go to the higher time frames to see a bigger picture. All right. So that's what I understood, and that's that key thing that I'm keeping here. And that's why I was only looking for a nice quick scalp at a US30. So when I went ahead and drew out that support here and where US30 was ranging, that's when I went down to the 15 minute. We had a nice break here structure. So I was like, okay, now we can wait for the retest. So what I did was, you guys know, we go from the top all the way down to the bottom here, and we pull out that Fibonacci retracement, and we want to see that 50% retracement here. We can see a 6-minute retracement there too as well, but this was the perfect 50% retracement because it was right at the structure here. And you guys know, when we have the breaks of structure, they also act as support and resistance. So this trend line was acting as a lot of support, as you can see in the left, was acting as a lot of support. So once we broke that support, this was ideally a great place to put resistance where the market will reach. And then we also had a 50% retracement. So we had two confirmations of nice resistance here to look for a sell. Now all we needed to do was wait for the market to retest and then get into a sell. And this is exactly how you want to be in the market, especially with US30, because with US30, you want precise entry. So I went ahead and went to the 5 minutes so I can get that real nice precise entry. Okay. And this is where most traders, you know, fail because they don't have the patience to wait for the opportunity, you know, for the market to come to them. They have to force entries and they have to jump into the market. It's, you know, you guys chase the market. And that's the difference between here, because you guys see like nice pushes down here and you think the market is gone, like it's leaving you, and you start entering, you know, not knowing where you are on the higher time frames, not marking up any zones, and then it starts retracing on you and you're like, what the heck is going on? Like I thought US30 was going to drop, but you're not understanding, you know, the overall picture, and you're not being patient with the market, and so you're not getting those nice precise entries that you want. All right, so what I went ahead and also did was I marked up this nice trend line here. So this is not going to be my confirmation. You guys normally know that I wait for that break of structure for that confirmation. But for this purpose here, this was going to be a re-entry for me. So I was going to re-enter the market again with another position. So what I'm doing ideally here is I'm just waiting for the market to give me a nice retest. Now it did touch it a little bit, but I want it to be a little bit more in that golden zone. I'm gonna be a little bit more patient. I'm not worried. Okay, I see US30 dropping. So, and see, this is where traders mess up right here. Okay, they get a touch here, they miss their engulfing entry. That's my confirmation. And then they enter the market, rushing. They don't get that nice key entry, right? So they enter here thinking like US30 is about to break structure soon. And then what happens? They're in profit for a little bit. They feel good about their entry. And then they start seeing the red, right? They start seeing red. And then it starts retracing on them. And they're like, oh man, I didn't get a good entry. And now they're stuck. They're stuck in this entry that wasn't good because they didn't wait for that perfect opportunity. So if there's one key thing here, guys, is that you guys want to be patient with the market. All right. So I want my ideal place for I want US30 to go, which was here. Now I have a nice confirmation here that I want to enter that trade. We had a nice engulfing there, so I went ahead and enter a nice entry with 40 points here, right above structure. This is a very tight stops. So this is for US30. That's a very tight stops. And I have my entries here, and then I wanted to hit TP right there. So we were looking out for almost a 1 to 4. So 1 to 3.75. That's very good there. So I was in profit instantly. I had a little bit of a drawdown, but I was not worried because we had that retracement area there that was acting as resistance, and also with that trend line there. So all I'm doing is waiting for my opportunity for this to break. All right. And then once I get that break, that's exactly when I'm entering again. I have multiple positions on the 1 minute time frame that I was doing, and now I'm just waiting here. I'm waiting for it to hit close to my TP area. Once we hit that zone again, that's exactly where I want to switch gears. And I'm going to show you guys an ideal way of how you can actually trail stops on that 1 minute, right? So we got back into the zone. So this is when I switched to the 1 minute time frame, and now I'm using the 1 minute, not the 1 minute. I'm using the 1 minute time frame to trail with the 10 EMA. All right. So let me go up to the side here, and you guys can see we have the 10 EMA here. And what I'm doing is I'm trailing with that 10 EMA now. So because I know we're going to hit targets here, but now I want to see how far US30 is going to go before it starts actually retracing on me. So we hit TP there, but I'm just waiting for US30 to continue. Now I'm not having active stops here. Okay. It's not active. What I'm doing is I'm waiting for a break and a close above the 10 EMA. That's when I'm gonna get out the trade there. All right. I'm just moving this so you guys can see like a nice visual of like where my eyes was looking to get out of the trade, right? But what I'm waiting for is a break and close of that 10 EMA. All right. You guys can see how that EMA is acting as some nice resistance. It's very tight. It's hugging price, which I like. I like that it's hugging that price so that when I want to get out that trade very early, very precise without losing too much profit. Because, if your EMA is too far, it might not get you out at a good time. All right. So it's just that right space. And then boom, right there. That's where it was. And this is when I got out the trade here. So we go back to the 5 minute. So I had a 1 to 3.75, right? From that entry, using that 1 minute time frame to trail with that 10 EMA on US. I use this only for US30. I don't use this for gold or forex pairs. I use it for US30 because US30 just moves differently than the other pairs, and I find that the 10 EMA works very well with US30. So I'm here just waiting, and then when you guys see here, we come back to structure. So I went from a 1.375 to a 5.75. So I went up 2 reward just off of that trailing that stops with that 10 EMA there. All right. And then ideally I wanted to get out. I was not looking for like a nice retest area. Why? Because like I said before, we are consolidating, right? So I went ahead and went back to that 1 hour time frame. And as you can see, US30 came right back, and it wanted to retest that higher high again. So went ahead and just took my profits. Beautiful trade. um you know you take your profits while you can. Don't try and take the market all the way down here. That's ridiculous. It was an excellent drop. It was an excellent analysis. Everybody, well, not everybody, but the members that trade index did a nice trade here. We all made profits on this trade. So that's pretty much it for the full breakdown there. I hope this was very informative. I'm definitely gonna bring more breakdowns like this to the channel because it's a lot of price action traders that will follow me. You guys trade, price action I like because you can trade it across any board in the market. So it's a lot of information. Very key tools to use, using that EMA to trail stops, understanding how market structure work, higher highs and higher lows, how they can act as resistance and support, waiting for breaks, using that fib retracement to wait for some key perfect entries. All right, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please give it a thumbs up. I like to see the thumbs up button, just to make sure that you guys are actually liking videos like this. If it's getting a high like count, then of course I'm going to bring more to the channel. All right, make sure you subscribe. If you're new to the channel, man, go check out my channel. I got a lot of videos out. You can start from the beginning all the way up here. A lot of knowledge in the channel, especially with that trading psychology videos. I'm going to be bringing back that money management series very soon. I got pre-breakout coming out. It's a lot that's going to be going on with the channel very soon. So you guys stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you have post notification on so you guys get notified when I post that video. All right, guys. So like I said before, I'm coming back more consistent. I'm going to have more videos out next week. So make sure you guys are prepared for that. All right, guys. It was your boy NTG. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I'm going to see you in the next video. And I'm out. Peace.